way you feel at any moment in time is dependent on two things: your focus, what are you thinking about, and your physiology, what's going on with your body. Your focus and your physiology. And today I want to give you a focus tip, something to do with your mind to help move your mind into a more empowering place. Questions are unbelievably powerful. Any good salesperson knows that you ask lots of questions because questions hook the mind, they engage the mind, but they're great for engaging your own mind. The problem is that most of us ask really lousy questions. When it comes to appearing in front of other people, it's like, what happens if I screw up? What happens if they hate me? And then we come up with answers like, oh my God, I won't get the promotion. They'll demote me. They'll fire me. Well, then ask a better question. What happens if I knock it out of the park? It's just as relevant a question, right? It just happens to produce a response which is, if I knock it out of the park, things are going to go really well. They're going to allow me to take charge of that project or whatever it is for you. I mean, you understand where I'm going. You need to ask a question that's going to make you feel terrific when you start to answer it. How do I want my audience to feel is another one. Now that allows you to design. We spoke in one of the other video blogs about success scenarios. We're designing the way we want it to be. What kind of response do you want to elicit from your audience? Do you want them to feel happy? Do you want them to feel engaged? Do you want them to feel motivated? So plot that out. How do I want my audience to feel? That is a great question because it focuses on your audience and the people you're speaking to instead of getting caught up in your own world. The problem with the fear of public speaking, stage fright, is all about getting completely self-absorbed about yourself and your own emotions. As soon as I spoke the other day, a client of ours was a very, very famous opera singer. I can't tell you his name for confidentiality reasons. But one of the key things that he found was helpful was to just simply move the focus away from himself. Instead of being about him and what happens if he messes up and what happens if his voice isn't good, he now spends a huge amount of time thinking about how can I give my gift to the audience? That's a great question. How can I give my gift to the audience? So your homework for today is to write down, right here in the comments in the blog, write down three great questions that you can ask yourself that moves the focus out of yourself and either moves the focus out of yourself or at least moves the focus to a really positive answer. What happens if I hit this out of the park is a great example of that. Put your entries in there and remember to subscribe, by the way, so that you can get these tips just as soon as we publish them.